What is our responsibility to others in dire circumstances? Do you stop to help, risking your own life in the extreme conditions? Or do you continue your own descent to safety? The Bible doesn't paint the Christian life as a solo hike. No, it's more like a group of climbers that are tied together, and when one person slips, everyone feels it. Wherever you find yourself today, I believe that God's Word has something important for you to hear. It's only by His mercy that we stand, and it's His love that motivates us to help others gently. Remember this, that the goal of restoration isn't to make someone feel bad. It's to help them to stand tall in God's grace again. Jesus wants to restore you. He's not waiting for you to climb out of the pit on your own. Oh no, He is reaching down, offering His hand of grace. The question is, will you take it? Our job isn't just to help those who have fallen, but it's also to give strength to those who are weary. Sometimes the strongest thing that you can do is to admit that you are weak. Think about the people around you. The person sitting next to you might be carrying burdens that you can't see. Maybe it's crushing debt, a silent battle with depression, or the exhaustion of caring for a sick family member. We're not called to be spiritual superheroes, but we are called to be burden bearers. In the end, the real strength and rest doesn't come from the words you say or the acts that you do. No, it comes from the rest in Him. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to need help. Reaching out for support isn't a sign of weak faith. It's recognizing your need for a community. In God's economy, strength isn't something that we hoard. It's something that we share. Strive for peace with everyone and for the holiness without which no one will see the Lord. See to it that no one fails to obtain the grace of God, that no root of bitterness springs up and causes trouble. Peace isn't the absence of conflict. It's the presence of Christ in the midst of our differences. Bitterness is like one of those pesky weeds. It starts small, but if we let it grow, it can spread and it can poison everything around it. Holiness isn't about being holier than thou. It's about being more like Jesus. Because Jesus is our perfect example of this. Even as He hung on the cross, Jesus pursued peace, praying for those who were killing Him. Be someone who brings peace and shows what it means to live like Christ. Because your pursuit of peace and holiness might be the very thing that helps someone else experience God's grace. The peace and holiness aren't just personal virtues, they're community builders. So as we near the top of our spiritual Everest, let's commit to being a church, that doesn't just avoid conflict, but actively works for peace. A church that doesn't just talk about holiness, but lives it out every day. For the gospel isn't about us climbing up to God, it's about God coming down to us. Jesus is reaching out His hand to you. He's offering to pull you up out of the pit of sin and to set your feet on solid ground. He's offering you strength for your weary soul and peace with God. No climb is meant to be so low, and your spiritual journey shouldn't be either.